Welcome to OSINT, fun with open source intelligence, brought to you by Pentester Academy. My name is Jamal Benlakwala and I will be your host for this fun, exciting course. In our last video, we talked about gathering intelligence on different organizations, and we started looking at Mossack-Fonseca, one of the major law firms in Panama, which has been in the news recently for the Panama Papers scandal. Now, last time we looked, we found all kinds of interesting things. We found email addresses, we found database passwords, we found employee names and positions within the company, which gave us an idea of their seniority. We also found if we looked for those email addresses, we could find all kinds of unique information. So continuing on from last time, this is the second video where we will continue investigating mossfon. Now, if you sift through those email addresses in that last list and you search around for some of them, you will notice that you will come across a blog that links to another blog run by someone supposedly at mossfon. Now, these lists can be mined for even more information, like I said, by looking for other email addresses. Script is actually another useful tool and source of information because people share all kinds of things. They upload all kinds of information. Some of them are leaking information. Others have posted things and just not decided or realized what they're posting up there. Quora is another useful source of information and targets. People tend to be really helpful and give you all kinds of wonderful pointers, tips, they answer questions. These people are also great targets. Another useful search is for @mossfon.com wildcard for looking for other variations of email addresses. And you can find interesting things. The specific search is listed below. Now, if you go through that @mossfon.com.star, it does take a while, but you come across L. Rogers at mossfon2.bvi.com. Now, if you look for that, that takes us to some really sensitive information on senior political figures, and all this from one mossfon email address. If you backtrack on the URL at the bottom here, it'll take you to a news media organization who've been heavily involved in the Panama Papers scandal, and they've actually gone through the effort and put together a profile page for a number of the more well-known names there, including what documents from mossfon were leaked out about them. The TCP util site is also another treasure trove of information. You do have to look around a little bit. Sometimes mossfon itself may not work, but looking for a Mossack-Fonseca company or variations of that might. And the domains listed when you find the right page are quite telling. For instance, the mail servers, look at those, and what exactly is tradedirect.biz? Something you might want to look into. And before we end, I will give you a quick glimpse at some of these pages. So stay tuned. So first up is the page from TCP utils, and you will see we found the AS number, and that tells us an example of what we can find. The country, of course, is Panama, which is not surprising. We can find there are 22 domains and 19 mail servers on this. It's got two other alias AS numbers. We can find the regional registry. We can find suppliers. And look at the different IP addresses and domains associated with this. There's mossfon.bvi, which we found, which was not too surprising. There's mossfon.net. What in the world is tradedirect.biz? That's something you want to take a look at. And we can see what is Orion House. There's OffCorp, which is descriptive. Now look at all the mail servers here. those are rather interesting. Mailgate, Mail Lavoie Lawyers, SMTP Offcorp, Micron, Zimbra. That Zimbra should be interesting because that gives you an idea of the technology that's being used here as well. And of course, there's the whois information. You have an email address here. And you can tell that things were updated different points. So it's a fascinating collection of things I do encourage you to take a look at. One of the other pages I had mentioned was Quora, and how it was really useful in finding targets, and people were incredibly helpful. Well, here you go. Someone asked who is Mossack Fonseca, and we've got multiple people who are trying to give us information. And if you go on them, you can also find out where they work, what they might do, and if you are really interested, you can use that fake profile we built in the first exercise to connect with these people too. You just have to make your story believable, but there's a pretty good chance you can connect with them this way, and there are all kinds of fun targets. If you look at mossfon.com, which is one .star, it is one of those searches I had mentioned. You find client announcements, you find their LinkedIn page, and look, you also find what other things they tend to sponsor. Now you're also seeing stuff relating to what may have caused the breach, and now you're also seeing domain tools and others who are obviously providing more information to them as well. Also, not too bad, but it does give you some information there. As you can see. And as you've seen, we've got a number of these, and that is all time for now. So we're going to stop with this, and I will see you soon. So let me just stop this. So that is all time we have for now, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.